Hi everybody. First of all, I would like to thank everybody who made this mini case study possible, uh, as well as Professor Laporte, which also helped us a lot to so we got this ISO certification. So let's get started. I am Ricardo Saucedo Gallaga, NoMADA Industries CEO. In this case, well, NoMADA Industries is a company founded in 2008. The company has its main facilities in Guadalupe, Zacatecas, Mexico. NoMADA Industries develops and commercializes embedded development boards for robotics, mechatronics, and IoT, which is the Internet of Things, applications. The basic profile of the ISO 29110 was used for the development of the firmware and software application demanded for NoMADA Industries customers. In September of 2017, the very small entity was audited by a third-party auditor from the Mexican agency NICE against the basic profile of this ISO. Right now, NoMADA Industries has 4 employees nowadays. So, okay, let's talk a little bit about the BSE and its environment. First of all, NoMADA Industries, as I said, is a startup company of professional services, which offers hardware, firmware, and software development services, as well as embedded development and PCBs, which is printed circuit boards consulting services. The company was founded in 2008. In 2017, we had 4 employees in Guadalupe, Mexico, and the company not only offers state-of-the-art custom-made projects, it also develops and sells embedded development boards for robotics, mechatronics, and IoT applications. Due to our distributors and resellers, right now we have presence almost in the whole Mexican country, in Latin America, North America, Europe, and we also have right now a logistics center in Hong Kong, which allow us to import and develop projects and products with cutting edge technology. So, what was the starting point of all this ISO? First of all, since NoMADA Industry was founded, it didn't have any standardized processes. However, the need to reduce our production cost forced us to develop our own internal manufacturing development processes with basic documentation, but without using any formal processes for the software development. So all the development was totally empirical. So there we thought about an improvement project. So what it was, first of all, to help the growth of the company and also to distinguish ourselves in the market and improve our products and services. And this BSE decided to set a specific goal, which was the implementation of the basic profile of the ISO 29110, having as a result the mastering of project management and of firmware and software implementation process. The objectives in this case for the company were, first of all, make a transition from all those internal empirical processes to the basic profile of the ISO, then apply the ISO processes to all of our future projects in the company, and also obtain a certificate of conformity to the software basic profile of this ISO. The implementation of the ISO project was carried in this case out in collaboration with some institutions like Zacatecas Economic Secretary, also the Mathematics Research Center, as well our own Research and Development Center. Over a whole semester, all these entities were collaborating together, performing seminars, providing some templates, some tools, so the ISO was implemented. The first resource was obviously the NoMADA Industries project manager. His role was to participate to all phases of the implementation by providing all the necessary assistance to achieve the objectives by documenting the processes and by coordinating the implementation of the ISO basic profile. The second resource was the NoMADA Industries Research and Development Manager, who had the task of supporting the project manager in all activities as well as providing all the systems required for the implementation of this ISO. In addition to implementing these two processes to the basic profile of ISO, the role of in this case, the Mathematics Research Center was extremely crucial because they gave us a lot of advices, also help us producing all the deliverables needed to implement the basic profile. So what was the result? The implementation of this ISO at NoMADA Industries lasted approximately 30 months with a total effort of 744 hours. This implementation was like follows. First of all, there were 486 hours that were invested on the analysis on the adoption of the ISO. Uh, this amount of hours were invested because we are not software engineers, we're electronic engineers, which is really important because it means that if somebody doesn't have the profile of a software developer, is able to perform or to get this certificate or to implement this certification or this ISO in the company. So it's a little bit easier for somebody that has all that information and all those experience as a software developer. So, well, not only that those hours were invested in the analysis and adoption, well, uh, also there were invested like 248 hours in solving the detect non-conformances made by the auditor in this case. So, Uh, well, with those hours together, we had the opportunity to implement totally the ISO in this case. Finally, when we had all that experience, we were familiarized with all the terms and all these parts of the ISO. Then we were audited by a third-party auditor. In this case, was NICE, which is the Mexican certification body, and we were audited in September 2017, demonstrating the successful implementation of the basic profile of the ISO. In addition to the successful implementation of the software basic profile of this ISO, several new products have been developed using this ISO as a guide. The result consists in the development of new robotics accessories for sumo, mini sumo, and micro sumo robot competitions such as wheels, vision sensors, chassis, helping teams of the Mexican students uh, to win uh, international certification for robot competitions that will have place in China, in Japan, and Colombia, etc. Uh, Not only that, because of this implementation of the basic profile of the ISO, NoMADA Industries participated in the CES, the Consumer Electronics Show at Las Vegas, Nevada, in the United States, as an exhibitor representing Mexico and opening new commercial branches there in the United States, in Korea, and in several European countries. So, what are our plans for the future right now that we have the certification? Well, since the adoption of the ISO, the acceptance of our projects and products developed by NoMADA Industries has increased considerably. In this case, right now we have already developed a new product which is called Note, which is NoMADA Telemetrics, that has been exhibited in the Hannover Messe. In this case, that had place in April in Hannover, Germany, and it was a huge success. It was really accepted by Lufthansa, which is the largest airplane company in Germany. Uh, it also was really accepted by Siemens, which is one of the largest developers of PLCs, which is a controller that is in the industry, and also by Tesla Motors, which is maybe the largest disruptive automotive company in the world. So we had a lot of really good results since the adoption of the ISO. And right now, what we are aiming to is to obtain several certifications in different fields, just like embedded programming, PCB designs, and some other certifications. So, well, this was in this case, this is the study case of this company. As you can see, from having nothing, just empirical results, some formulas that were made by us without any formal way to do it, and then going from there to this ISO, it generated a lot of really good results. So we really encourage everybody that has a BSc to get this kind of certification, because it really helps you out to make the things the way you gotta be done. Something that happened a lot with us when we started the company, that we didn't know how to do the things the way it must be done. So we had a lot of issues in the past, and with this kind of certification, you avoid all those issues. So that is why I really encourage you to try to get a certification in this field, in this case, the ISO 29110. Well, as I said, I am Ricardo Saucedo Gallaga, NoMADA Industry CEO, and there are our web page, which is www.nomada/e.com. And so please visit us, watch our products, and please try to adopt this kind of ISO. Well, thank you very much for listening to my video, watching my video. So have a nice day.